Julie? Julissa?
Nothing.
Go play downstairs with your mom. Why is she mad? Huh? Huh? Why don't you go play downstairs with your mom?
I don't want to.
Why not, gorda? He's trying to give me noise.
3, 2, 1.
Julissa.
Is that funny when you say the teddy bears with no.
Thank you Caddy, Perez 95 for joining. Thank you Carmen Romo 207 for joining. Thank you, Floresita for joining. Thank you M. Myra 930 for joining. Thank you Azra Ahmadi 919 for joining. Thank you Veronica Armandar 10 for joining. Thank you Rosielinda Ruiz for joining. Thank you Maria Galvez 12 for joining. Thank you Graciela Flores 360 for joining. Thank you Salome Rodriguez 973 for joining. Thank you Emilia Ramos 6011 for joining. Thank you MS Rivera 1964 for joining. Thank you Famosa Eterna for joining. Thank you Glenda Rodriguez 390 for joining. Thank you Plain Jane Spotter for joining. Thank you Karen Lopez 2249 for joining. Thank you Diana Martinez 9727 for joining. Thank you Alejandra Montov 74 for joining. Thank you Anglica Fras 0 for joining. Thank you Abigail Herrera E for joining. Thank you Mary Fenny 100 for joining. Thank you Jenny HS for joining. Thank you Ramon Magalon 54 for joining. Thank you Emerid for joining. Thank you Ali Ibarra 96 for joining. Thank you Alberto Fernandez 39 for joining. Thank you Humberto Valladare 2 for joining. Thank you Martin Guerrero 19 for joining. Thank you Jasmine 1174 for joining. Thank you Catalina Mindrago 9 for joining. Thank you Suyapa Lopez 65 for joining. Thank you Adelaida Gonzalez 5 for joining. Thank you Francis Fumaragangi for joining. Thank you Mayerling 2 for joining. Thank you Nina Marquez 32 for joining. Thank you Loyal Girl M for joining. Thank you Yolanda Salvadier 26 for joining. Thank you Irene Gutierrez 2 for joining. Thank you Elcomp 780 for joining. Thank you Norma Patmore Curie for joining. Thank you Lisa AA 50 for joining. Thank you user 1065 NJLWD3 for joining. Thank you Demetrio Hernandez 267 for joining. Thank you Wanaromo 95 for joining. Thank you Christina Granado 30 for joining. Thank you Gloria Ordonez 66 for joining. Thank you Yelena Princess for joining. Thank you Yia for joining.
You can go in there.
Thank you Martha Valenzuela 9702 for joining. Thank you Ocean Blue 508 for joining. Thank you Maytegranizo 466 for joining. Thank you Maria Laguna 8992 for joining. Thank you Rigo Ortiz 4 for joining. Thank you Dania Balbin 0 for joining. Thank you Ties Rosales 21 for joining. Thank you Yenny Vargas 2 for joining. Thank you The Wizard Live for joining. Thank you Richie Danny Alonso for joining. Thank you Maribia 25 for joining. Thank you SJBDVBSBJZ for joining. Thank you The Most Fav Presson for joining.
What up?
Thank you Mech75MD for joining. Thank you Lovely Lady 229 for joining.
Oh snap, you got one
Thank
more?
you Pedro Gallardo 5200 for joining. Thank you Camacho Lisa for joining. Thank you Misael Cruz 23 for joining. Thank you Mary Morales 7221 for joining. Thank you Jopa 74 for joining. Thank you Guardado 2213 for joining. Thank you Kenny Gutierrez 86 for joining. Thank you Berenice Solis 1381 for joining. Thank you Leonardo Vasquez 154 for joining. Thank you Rosea Cardona for joining. Thank you Betty 3 for joining. Thank you Autism 1986 for joining. Thank you Socorrad Gonzalez for joining. Thank you Maria Guadalupe V138 for joining. Thank you Betty Alva for joining. Thank you Christina Garza 11 for joining. Thank you Jack Joe 90 for joining. Thank you Digna Leticia Pineda for joining. Thank you Chorus Creations for joining. Thank you Geronima Carpio for joining. Thank you Adam Shalaby 1 for joining. Thank you Lisa Tho 80 for joining. Thank you Marquez 503 for joining. Thank you Lujutin for joining. Thank you Malmida for joining. Thank you Tiki Tiki 2200 for joining. Thank you Natalia 886 for joining. Thank you MS Lily 17 for joining. Thank you Carmen Guerra 209 for joining. Thank you Maple Betherian 27 for joining. Thank you Lady Grandma Joe 851 for joining. Thank you Carmen Ruiz 8288 for joining.
Can I sing in it? Can I sing in it?
Thank you Jai 0U for joining.
What?
Thank you Mariana Bibiano for joining.
Can you what? Yeah, come over here. Sing right there.
Thank you Maria Ramos 6294 for joining. Thank you Olga Lagunas 0 for joining.
Fishy on me, fishy on me. And then
Yeah. It's on there.
oh, it turned red.
Sing whatever song you
Thank you Esperanza Barajas 41 for joining.
Fishy on me, fishy on me, fishy on me. It sounds like that one, that green duck. It sounds like the green duck. I don't wanna do with a fishy on me, fishy on me, fishy on me.
Same as yesterday. No, the same as yesterday.
Twinkle, 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 little star. How much are you?
Yeah, oh, no, I won it earlier with my nephew. He kept on
Twinkie,
making me mad because he
little
would get on
Twinkie,
the passenger side of my car.
Make
No,
it
he would
small
just
enough to
get off with the gun.
put it in your mouth and jump so high.
Thank you Rosie Jane Macklin
He would
1
be
for
shooting with a
joining.
shotgun from the
Thank you
seat.
Air Supplies for joining.
Acabamos de
Thank you
entrar,
Lenina
Luis,
Chula
invítame,
73 for
gracias.
joining. Thank you Elizabeth Trejo
Listen up,
932 for joining.
It's
Ah, yeah,
fun
mi
to
corona.
this fish. I don't wanna deal with a fishy on me, fishy on me, fishy on me. This is to the tomato guy. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes.
Thank you Alizines for joining.
What's a tomato guy?
That's Rodri.
I want the orange fish. I want the orange fish.
Hmm?
I want the orange fish too.
That is
Thank you
orange
Maria
fish, but he's a
Martinez
slow one.
969 for joining. Thank you Maria Cruz 9250
okay.
for joining.
Who's that dead banana? Who's that dead one? Who's the cold one?
I got a Jack Sparrow skin.
Mm,
Yeah, right here. Look.
I want it.
Thank you
Okay,
Sherry
guys.
Stevens 90 for
Why
joining.
did he change the gold
No,
banana?
I'm fixing to put it on.
I want the gold banana.
Nah, I had to do a glitch.
Press circle and then square.
Do what?
Press circle then square.
Thank you Jesusita3 for joining.
Not down, not down.
Hurry, not time. Too many skin.
You're going too fast, Daddy.
Oh, I gotta go all the way to season 8. Oh, they didn't let me.
So, who did you pick?
Huh?
You didn't pick nobody.
Yeah, I picked the big fat fish, I think. Oh no, it's a scary fish. Sir, what?
I don't want to do with a fishy on me, fishy on me, fishy on me.
Scrap.
I don't want to do with a fishy on me, fishy on me, fishy on me.
I wanted something cool like.
I don't want to do with a fishy on me, fishy on me, fishy on me.
Like shell or something.
I don't want to do with a fishy on me, fishy on me, fishy on me. I'm not bigger. I'm a
He
little.
actually got deported. He's in Mexico. Yeah, he had I think too much drinking. Well, he had him, but he lost him. He had a green card. Yeah, I think so. I never found out, but I think so.
I don't want to do
He had
with
a
it.
kid here, but then he got married over there again.
I don't want to
But he was
do with
always
it.
drinking, even whenever he was in college. He
I
had to
don't
have,
want to
like,
do
Thank you Rosie
with a
James,
fishy on
Macklin1 for
me,
joining.
fishy on
Nah,
me,
bro.
fishy on me.
Nah, bro. Only the blood of Christ, bro. Hey, Julie, stop messing with that. Don't take it off.
Why?
No.
I don't want to
The
do with
blood
a
of Christ,
fishy
bro, ain't
on
no
me.
wine. That's
I don't want to
bro.
do with a
If you're a real
fishy
Catholic,
on
you know that's the
me.
blood of Christ, bro. Ain't no wine. And you
I don't
drink
want to
Jesus,
do with
that's
a fishy on me,
Let
fishy on me, fishy on me.
the blood of Christ, bro.
I don't
Baby, it's time for you to go to bed. It's late already.
do 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 do. La 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 la.
Who killed you? What?
La 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 la.
Ah, okay. They say you got killed by a
The
bot.
season to be jolly. La 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 la. Did the say the sailors. La 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 la.
Oh, what the?
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! La 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 la. There's another one. Speedy, speedy. Mac and cheese.
Thank you Josuribe8175 for joining.
Go through that hole, Daddy.
Thank you Rosie Jane, Macklin1 for
The
joining.
knock one was trying to shoot at me. Oh, Corona! I already had one. Dang it. Right there in the... Rodri, get a Corona for Isaac.
I don't wanna do let the seasons to be jolly. La 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 la.
I was trying to get it. I already
la,
had one.
La la. Season to be jolly. La 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 la. La la la. Take the horse we're falling.
You get it, bro, or no?
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Are you gonna keep it?
It was all
Or I say I'm gonna want
it
to
was
end it up with
all
the crown.
la 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 la. Let the seasons to be jolly. La 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 la.
Thank you Rosie Jane, Macklin1 for joining.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, this guy left. He got mad.
the season to be jolly. La la la.
His friend got killed and he left the game. Damn, people can't play like that. Like,
Thank you,
so
Crystal
mad.
Garcia 18 for joining.
La 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 la. Here's the song. Here's the song. La 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 la. Let the seasons to be jolly. La 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 la. Oh, dismember to
They already had
receive.
16 now.
La 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 la.
Thank you, Genoveva. Ramirez 4 for joining.
Did y'all play with Anthony?
La 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 la.
Damn.
I don't wanna do
About
it.
time.
Fishy
He doesn't
on
show up like
me.
that when I'm playing.
Fishy on me. Fishy on me. I don't wanna do it. Fishy on me. Fishy on me.
Thank you,
Fishy
Presty
on
MNV13
me.
for joining.
Travis, Kelsey, and Taylor Swift.
Thank you, Lisa. Flores 693 for joining.
I can go anywhere I want.
Thank you, Presty MMV13
Anywhere
for
I want.
21 likes.
It's a Nissan Z.
I don't go.
My new car.
I can go anywhere I like. Just start now.
Be cool, be
I can
cool.
go anywhere.
Modern
Thank you,
Like,
Presty
Midnight
MMV13 for
Club,
31
duh.
likes.
Anywhere I like. Just start now.
Yeah. Look at my car, look at my car.
Daddy, can I press one of these?
No, stop messing with my buttons, Julissa.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
Oh, school bus.
Take the seasons to be jolly.
Thank you, Miss Yalba, for joining. Thank you, Maria Rivas 7120 for joining.
Vamos a robarles el carro.
Thank you, Norma
Vamos a hacer
Jean Meme
car,
for
bro.
joining.
Daddy, I don't want
Don't push the buttons, baby girl.
I
It'll mess up my stream.
I don't want my new one. I don't want. Daddy, can I wait until I'm in kindergarten? Daddy,
Somebody got off right there.
Daddy,
Ah, otro que se baja. ¿Para qué quieren?
Daddy, can I have my old chair in the car now?
Just don't get in my car. Fuck, man. I killed this him over here. What's wrong, baby?
Thank you, Virginia B 2025 for
Julie, what's
joining.
wrong? Oh, fuck off, dude. Where are they? Where are they?
Thank you, Rosie Jane, Macklin 1 for joining.
They're coming to you.
Thank you, Jine 75 for joining.
Oh, I lowered his health. Where you going, guys? Where you going? They got scared. Ah, who blew up right here? God. Man, bro, how am I supposed to heal up? No letting him on. He got off my car.
Thank you, Yolanda, Roja 3 for joining.
They just healed up. Well, yeah, don't close my door, baby girl. Right here. Now! Oh. Ooh. Now when I gotta... I need to heal the car before we die.
Thank you Char Char Creamy Balls Sack for joining.
Well, this gas station is already blown up, too.
Thank you Amberfeber for joining. Thank you Maria McLarnon 2 for joining. Thank you the FW Benny 14 for joining.
Didn't find anything. Get on, get on.
Thank you Cookie Seats Cookies 12 for joining.
Start shooting him, bro.
Thank you Tomasa Melendez
Right there,
1972 for
right there.
joining.
Don't let him get... There we go. Get him, bro. Get her. Oh!
Thank you Soli Estrella 1212 for
Did
joining.
he leave again?
Thank you Aprendiendo a Crecer 24 for joining.
$43. Right here, there's one right here. I don't know where the other one went. The other one was escaping. Oh, I got him for 95. Damn, he left. He went to the island. He didn't land. He didn't land on the island. He landed underneath it. The guitar didn't make it all the way. I hate that AR. The new AR sucks. Oh, he's going up the line.
Thank you La Chacanilla Delicias for joining.
He's going down. They're both going down the line. You're behind me? Go! Go, go, go! Ah, shit! Well, that worked out fine. But let me go down. They're coming after me. Where are you? Where are you? I'm gonna pick up your card.
Thank you Kati Garcia 8 for joining.
Oh crap, he's right there. Ooh, crap!
Thank you Evacurillo 65 for joining. Thank you Akril Omli for joining.
He's coming for me.
Thank you La Nunez 28 for joining.
What? Oh, what the heck? That's a bot, bro. What the heck? A bot killed me and took my crown. Yeah, bro, that's a bot. He. Yeah, like Frozen Banana. Frozen Banana's a bot. No. Yeah, Frozen Banana's a bot, bro. Campers! Campers! Not when it counts, bro.
Thank you Minerva Moreno 1951 for joining. Thank you Roselina for joining. Thank you Sylvia Montenegro for joining.
Y'all gonna go rest with the medallion now? Oh yeah. Oh, guitar.
Thank you Angela Esther Vidal for joining. Thank you Jesselyn Villenwave for joining.
Oh, what? Dude, why didn't nobody tell me I don't have sound in the game? I was,
Thank you Pesh
I had
Mendoza for joining.
game sound
Tell you
earlier.
what, bro?
I was playing. Just created with the boys. So there was no sound in the game. Oh, right there, right there!
Oh!
Ooh! There's a car coming! Ah, crap. Se murió.
Gracias por revivirme.
Oh, you fucking...
Can you get his car? Where is he? Where is he? Oh,
Up
shit.
there, enemy.
Go get
Thank
him.
you Esmeralda 3041 for joining. Thank you Norma Huerta 416 for joining. Thank you Pigalov 3 for
Damn, I got a
joining.
guitar on my right. Coming.
Thank you Nahum Flores 424 for joining.
Got it. Who
Get 'em
falta? Yep, I got them both.